Takes the handoff. It's Webb. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Floats it out in space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throwing on the run. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a 1st down. Well done.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking to throw, it's Reed. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the 1st time. Oh, that's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he runs out of bounds, and they'll mark it right there for the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Snags it down the right side. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wilson.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. It's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Gonna look downfield again. With the catch, it's Wilson. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting there, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. He might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Hit as he throws. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got his man to the left. Tight coverage there did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. To the air, it's Lagway. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with the score. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Back's looking for the goal line. Touchdown Gators! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Throwing right. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida. The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Back to throw, it's Reed. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Concepcion. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Everywhere, it's a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a massive takeaway for the defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. That's caught. It's Bussey. Knocked off his feet.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. And the Aggies can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Caught behind the line, it's Moss. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Makes the catch. It's Concepcion. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Looking for the first down, Texas A&M lines up on fourth. They'll run for it. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Not even a moment of anxiety in that decision. 4th and 1, yep, we're going.
Well, this isn't even a discussion in the headset. Like, this is automatic, autopilot. Like, 4th and 1, we're going for it every single time.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Starts to scramble to the left. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted.
I'll tell you something, in college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Gets the back moving. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
He's down at the 27. They can't stop the clock, and this is a first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He'll pull it down and run. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Moves around to clear up the vision. On the run, deep down the right side. And he hauls it in at the 25.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on first down. Shakes off the defender. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still an 8-point game, and guys, more importantly, still a 1-possession game.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And the Gators will kick it away to crank up the second half. Inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did. And don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll step out of bounds, and that'll be it for the return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Finding an escape route. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going,
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge gain. Now on second down. They go to the ground. Running into the open space. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. scanning the field. It's Lagway. Makes the grab. It's ball. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
It falls incomplete, and man, did they think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. That's caught. It's ball. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Webb. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
Touchdown, Gators! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds space on the right. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Let's go. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
4th quarter, obviously trailing in a football game, you're going to need this dude, your quarterback, to make plays. And you got to call plays like this where it's a pass and he still takes off and gets the 1st down. It's his time. It's the 4th quarter. You're trailing the ball.
The offense coughs it up and they were on the move. And the defense got...
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. There he goes. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7.